Hey everybody, welcome back to UptaCraft, and in this case Sawdust Moto. Just want to show you a little something, some progress this morning. This video is not going to be so much a how-to video as it is a here's what I did video. It's kind of short what I did, and I didn't want to spend a lot of time with the setup of the video equipment and all, just for the short duration of what I got done. The reason I'm making this video though isn't because of how much effort it took, but because of how happy I am with the results. So here, let's take a minute. Let me switch the camera around and show you what I did yesterday afternoon. Okay, friends, so here we see my new tank. New to me in that it's fully refurbished, fully painted, 3 coats of a satin clear coat on it, and now with the help of a good friend of mine, he cut me out some vinyl logos of my design. The original design was not original, but I was able to get a PNG and edit it and alter it to make it fit and conform to the size and shape of the tank. Real happy with the idea of the running horse logo on this thing. And this is just a simple vinyl cutout that anybody who's got a vinyl cutter could make using a basic electronic file. So if you'll notice, I did it on this side, and I'll walk you around, and I've got the same logo on this side. Let's see if I can adjust the lighting here. There you go. But it's a mirror image, so on both sides of the tank, the horse head is facing forward. Kind of tough to tell when you're only seeing one side of the tank at a time, but it was important to me that they be as symmetrical and uniform as possible, not just from a size standpoint, but also from an orientation and location standpoint. So how, on a compound curved surface where you can't see both sides at the same time, how do you locate your logos? Well, let me show you what I did. I got thinking about this from the standpoint of not wanting to scuff or damage the new paint on this tank. And so I wanted to avoid the use of tape measures, rulers, or any other hard surface that might want to scratch or ding the paint. So what I did was I had a spare stack of Post-it notes. Now the size and shape of the Post-it note doesn't matter. What does matter is the fact that they are rectangular, so the dimensions of them are uniform. And what I did was I used one to locate the logo in the height direction, and the other to locate the logo in the side-to-side location. So how did I do that? Well, I just took a simple tape measure and laid out hash marks down both sides of this piece of paper here, every ½ inch. And what I did was I picked which hash mark I wanted to use to locate the bottom of the logo. And so by matching up the hash marks with the bottom seam on the tank, which was ideally a fairly level line, I was able to locate and straighten out the logo to make it so that it was in parallel with the bottom of the tank. Same idea with this. Simply ran ½ inch hash marks along the bottom of the Post-it note and used this. I took this edge on one side or this edge on the other side and put the end of the piece of paper at the front curve of the tank and ran it roughly horizontally across the tank and laid, if I use this side to locate the front of the tank, I put the front of the logo on this side of the piece of paper. Is it critical that these sizes be used? Absolutely not. You could use much smaller ones or larger ones. The trick is to make sure that you have uniform hash marks and that you have the ability to identify either level or plumb. One idea too would be to use smaller ones. Looking back on it, I might have used, especially for the horizontal dimension, smaller ones, so that I could locate one on either side of the logo, and that would have been very helpful, because in laying out and applying the vinyl, let me turn around and show you what I did there. If any of you are familiar with applying vinyl to on auto body work or on any surface really, you'll see that there's a couple of different methods you can use. YouTube is full of videos of people doing this, so I'm not going to waste your time with a step-by-step on that. But I used kind of what they call the center hinge method. So when I got my logo located, when it was still on its backer paper, I taped it at the center of the logo on top and on bottom. And that gave me a hinge point where I could flap one side over, pull the backing paper off, apply the vinyl, then take the tape off, pull the other side over, and pull the backer off, smoothing it out, and then using a credit card to just take care of any minor air bubbles that might have come from it. Did it work? I think it worked pretty well, because since then I've taken a flexible measuring tape and very carefully checked it, and it appears to be quite symmetrical from one side of the tank to the other. So very happy with how it came out. Looking forward to seeing it sitting back on the bike, that and the seat together, and make this thing, boy, springtime's coming. Okay, I couldn't help myself. I've just given this thing some more clear coat. Just am tickled to death with this tank. Here's the thing. This came out so good, I'm now rethinking a plan that I had for this bike. My original plan was to black out the bike and just have it be as dark as possible, and have this gas tank be like just what really pops and contrasts and just grabs your attention. So far, what I've done is I've done the textured black, like a bed liner product on the two side covers. Question is, do I want to give these the same paint treatment that I gave my tank? Part of me thinks I do. And instead of removing this product, I'm thinking about priming and painting right over this product. The end result would be a textured, even more textured surface, because the gas tank has a satin finish on it. These will be more textured, but have the same two-tone orange fading to like a paprika color effect on them. Yep, I'm gonna try it. Stay tuned.